Hello everyone and welcome to a new video from Your Destiny. I'm Eddie the Chump, and what have we got here? Today we've got a video talking about the new exotic hand cannon, the Crimson. Well, I say new exotic, but we all kind of understand that this is a reworking of Red Death, or perhaps you don't, and that's what this video is for. When I first saw the picture of this gun, I had really high hopes for how it would play out. I wondered how they were going to mesh the restorative perks of the Red Death with a single shot hand cannon. And it turns out that they didn't do that at all. So first things first, let's go through the perks so you understand what this weapon actually does. The first perk is called Banned Weapon, and that turns this hand cannon into a 3-round burst. That is quite unusual, I have to say, and it does feel quite weird when using it. At first I thought, is this going to be like a Trespasser from Destiny 1? But it's not like that at all. It fires much slower and is much worse at close range, but we'll get into that later. The second perk is Small Bore. That just increases its range and stability, a common theme in a lot of these perks. Accurized Rounds is just another extension of that. The real meat of the gun and what makes it exotic is the perk Cruel Remedy. Kills with this weapon will initiate regen, and precision kills will actually refill your magazine. An important note about that, if you don't have any ammo, which is a common problem with this weapon depending on what activity you're doing, if you get a precision kill with one of your last bursts, it will still refill the mag up to 24 rounds. And lastly, there's Heavy Grip, which offers more stability. So how does this gun even work? Well, it might look like a hand cannon, but it isn't really. What it is a shorter range version of Red Death with a hand cannon model in game. And just like all our weapon review videos, I'm going to split up Pve Use and PvP Use, because what I have to say about this weapon is different between those two environments. So in PvE, the weapon functions very well. It is very fun to use. Getting health after every kill does feel amazing, and getting your mag refilled when you get a precision kill is awesome. I pair that with a hunter and get Chains of Woe rolling. Then you don't have much downtime with this gun and it's really fun. That is until you run out of ammo, which you will do. A lot. The reserve ammo for the Crimson is just simply way too low. This is an odd choice by Bungie in my opinion, because I don't really see the harm in giving this gun enough ammo so that you could use it most of the time. I'm telling you, it doesn't have that. All that fun that you're having with it is rather short-lived, and that's really sad. What's also a bit weird is that because it's technically a hand cannon but it's not really, its range is a little bit limited. Now that's less important in PvE than it is in PvP, but it's still enough of a negative to make me question whether I want to use it. There's also the fact that it's an exotic, and as far as playing in PvE, in strikes or nightfalls or any of those activities, this weapon has a lot of competition in the exotic slot. Merciless, Wardcliff Coil, Sunshot, to name just a few. What it does is great, but the way it's tuned at the moment, it isn't given room to really shine, and that is a real shame. Now let's move over to PvP. Whatever you do, try and use this weapon as a hand cannon. It is not suited to that sort of engagement. The time to kill and the time between the bursts is just too long for it to function like that. Like I said at the beginning of the video, it isn't really a hand cannon at all. You have to think of this as a short-range pulse, and not a very easy to use one either. Just like its predecessor, the Red Death, the rate of fire isn't that fast at all. In fact, I'd go as far to say this has the worst parts of a pulse rifle and the worst parts of a hand cannon combined into one weapon. A fairly slow, awkward time to kill like a really slow rate of fire pulse, and the limited range of a hand cannon. I wouldn't blame anyone if they got tricked into thinking that this weapon should be good at close range, but it really isn't. And it isn't good at far range either, so it's locked in this extremely narrow corridor of utility. And yeah, when you're in there, you can get kills, but for general use, it's just a bit awkward. Now, one strength it does have going for it is that it is actually quite a good gun to flank with. Because of the health regen, if you do kill the first person who's not looking at you, you'll get your health back and you will have a chance of killing the next. So when used that way, I can see it being useful. But to be honest, I was really surprised and disappointed at how poorly it functions in a duel setting. I really wanted another amazing hand cannon in the game, and this sadly isn't it. I don't like how it makes me play in Crucible. It doesn't suit me as a player very well. But if you do like it and you are going off on those flanks almost exclusively, then I can understand why. The Crimson isn't terrible, it's just not the magic weapon I was expecting it to be. I really hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please don't forget to leave a rating. If you never want to miss another video of ours again, please click the bell icon next to the subscribe button on our channel to join the notification squad. You'll be in good company. And finally, please follow the Your Destiny Twitter, is where you can find updates about new videos and other cool stuff. I've been Eddie the Chump, and until next time,